everyone. Hi. It was just letting everyone know over on Facebook. Sorry, I'm late again. It's just sometimes it takes a bit of time to get yourself set up. And I've decided I'm going to try and make a big effort to start earlier when I'm coming on live. So welcome everyone. Ave Marie, I'm fine, my love. Wolfie, Riddy, hello. Thank you for joining me. Emma Jones, hello. SMJ, Wendy Welsh, hello. Okay, so we'll just get settled in. Tiger Dragon, I'm fine, my love. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we're starting off first of all by settling in and saying hello, etc. I won't start answering questions quite yet, but just wonder how you all are. How's life? Thank you, Tiger Dragon. How's life? How's life treating you, should I say? Thank you, Wolfie. That's very kind. Hi, Lillian Summers. Welcome. Thank you, Ave. I'm happy to see you as well. And this evening, I'm going to be looking at the Alice Tarot. And I also have my Alice Tarot Charms. So I hope you'll enjoy those this evening. In fact, they're the cards and charms that I've used for this week's readings. And there will be one uploaded tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. GMT. So do look out for that. That will tell you what's coming up for the week ahead. Oh, that's sorry to hear that, Tiger Dragon. Things have been a bit difficult. So, Wolfie, you're very excited, are you? So I'm glad you enjoyed the tarot. Okay. So just giving people a little while to join us. Thank you for your likes of the video. Thank you so much. If you haven't liked the video, hope you can. I hope if you do like it, you'll give it a little like. And okay, Wolfie, pleased to hear that. I'm so sorry about that, Wendy. We'll maybe draw a card for your cat, shall we, as the evening progresses. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you for liking the video. It does help, helps my channel. Okay. So Ave Marie is excited as well. We do need 3 more likes. So there must be 3 people here that haven't given it a like, Tiger Dragon. I wonder who they are. I have heard that YouTube are going to introduce something where you'll know who's liked your video and who hasn't, and who's given it a dislike, etc. That's what I heard over the grapevine. I'm not sure if it's correct. Thank you, Wolfie. Fiery Beacon, welcome. Thank you for joining me. How are you? Sarah out again. Hey, Sarah. Is it Sarah or Sarah? I'm a Sarah, but often without the H. People pronounce it Sarah. Of course, that's, hard for you to say over the text, but so have you had a busy day? Has anyone got anything planned for the weekend? Shabana S. Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me. And now we have Katrina as well. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Cal Sunflower. Hello, my darling. So it's in French, it's Sarah, I reckon, yeah. So you speak French. You're in Morocco, are you, Sarah? Oh, welcome. Emma G, hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm not sure if you've joined me before, Emma G. Let me know in the comments, please. So you're meeting up with friends, Fiery Beacon, over the weekend. Great stuff. Let's hope the weather will be nice. I'm not sure what part of the world you're in. Oh, okay, Emma. Yeah, I think I remember that. There are two Emmas on this evening. So, Emma G, it's your first time. Thank you for joining me. I do love it when new people join us. IG19, I think you may be new as well this evening. Is that correct? And we also have Jadel Keys Gilbert. I have a feeling you may be new. Thank you for joining me. Robert Wells, welcome. Thank you for coming along this evening. How are you, Robert? How's it going with your tarot tutorials? How are you getting along learning the tarot? Vanessa Hall, hello. And thank you for subscribing, Emma. And for those of you here this evening that are new, I do hope you can subscribe and like the video as well. I do also upload a weekly and weekend video. That's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. GMT, and Thursday morning GMT. So do look out for that. And there's also a monthly birthday reading. At the moment, the most recent birthday reading is for Leo. So if we have any Leos on this evening, or if you know any Leos, do take a look, because that gives you your reading for the year ahead. They're pretty detailed. So I'm glad to hear you're great, Robert. And I'm feeling good as well. I'm always feeling good during the summer. Isn't it wonderful, the summer? I don't want it to end. Although, having said that, I do quite enjoy the autumn. Sarah Drinkwater, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Being busy as I'm starting a new job on Monday. That's interesting. What do you do, Robert? You don't have to say, of course, but be interesting to know. Barbara Halliday, I was wondering where you were, my love. Good evening, Sarah. Sorry I'm late. One of my friends phoned as they have been in hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, actually, I was late myself. So fashionably late. But so glad you're here. I thought, where's my Barbara this evening? Okay, so I see, Emma. I understand. Okay. The rain today, yes, we did have a fair bit of rain and wind, and I thought a storm was coming here in Essex. Whereabouts are you, Robert? Which part of the country are you? So I'm just letting people settle in, and in a moment we'll start with tarot. And as I said earlier, I'll be looking at the Alice Tarot. I also have my Rider-Waite deck as well, which is my go-to deck. And my charms, which are the cards and the charms that I've used for my readings this week. Sarah Drinkwater, at last I've made it. It's pouring down with rain here. I'm in Lincolnshire. We had it earlier today in Essex, Sarah. Oh, did you, Emma? You walked to work in the rain. The Robert's just outside London, Bedfordshire. So Deborah Smith, welcome. You've made it. Yes, yay. You've been on a driving lesson. How's it going, Deborah? Oh, Tim wasn't there today, Emma. Romance Angels. I do have the Romance Angels, but not this evening. Not this evening. Probably did thunder. They reckon we're in for a few storms, don't they? So, Two Paths, welcome, my darling. Glad you could join me. Not long for the test, 22nd. Well, we'll all be wishing and praying and hoping for you, Deborah. What day does that fall on? The 22nd. Is that a Tuesday? Let me know. Yeah. Everyone's wishing you good luck, Deborah, so that's great, isn't it? But I'll be thinking of you on the 22nd. Oh, you've got lots of rain, have you, in Scotland, Barbara? Oh, never mind. Maybe next week it will pick up again. It's typical British weather, isn't it? You know? What can you do? Glitter of sunflower. It's a Thursday. Okay. Right, so we'll all find out on the Friday, won't we, Deborah, how it's all gone? Oh my goodness, really got my fingers crossed for you, Deborah Smith. Okay. Yeah, so we're all wishing you good luck and we're all behind you, my love. Okay, so let's make a start, shall we? If you have your questions, if you'd like to type them in the comments, and I'm going to go to my beautiful Alice Tarot. Oh, that's a big question, Tiger Dragon. Let's have a go for you. So Tiger Dragon would like to know, I wish I knew how to stop this from moving up and down. Okay, yeah, I think I've got it. Sarah, I really need your help on that. These last days, some incidents have happened with my ex-lover. Can you please tell me the true intentions of this person? And do you see us getting back together? Okay, let's have a look for you. So this is for Tiger Dragon. Okay, dear universe, please send your loving guidance for Tiger Dragon concerning his ex. What are his true intentions, please? Okay, let's have a look for you. Oh, Three of Swords, and you can see here, let's just have a glimpse at this card. The Three of Swords. Here we have Alice, clearly in tears. So there's some sadness here. Let's have a look at your next two cards, Tiger Dragon. Eight of Swords. Hold on, we'll get back to that. Two of Cups. Okay, I feel there's a lot of apprehension here, Tiger Dragon. I feel as if it's the sort of thing it's almost like a double-edged sword. In fact, that card came out first. It's like a double-edged sword. Can you see these cards here, Tiger Dragon? I feel there has been a lot of pain from the breakup that still hasn't healed. And you are carrying it with you. You've got this Eight of Swords here. Can you see Alice? She feels stuck. She feels trapped. And I feel a little anxious. I feel there's anxiety with this card. And I feel there is fear for the future. There is a kind of, how can I say, I feel in many ways, Tiger Dragon, you're scared of getting hurt again. That's what's coming through to me here. You're scared of this pain that you felt before, my darling. Now, the Two of Cups, you had such a close bond, and I feel there is a possible chance of you to reconciling, but there is this fear in you of being hurt again, my love. And I feel you need to really think this one through, because I'm picking up a volatile relationship when you were together. And so, you know, think about this very deeply, very carefully before you decide to perhaps give things another chance. I feel as if it's getting closer to beginning again, if you see what I mean. I feel there's potential for that to, how can I say, potential for a new start, but I'm not so sure that it's something you want deep down. But of course, it has to be your decision, Tiger Dragon. but I feel as if you need to be listening to your heart and your instincts, what your gut instincts are telling you here. I feel as if they're warning you off of it. And as I say, it's like you're getting conflicting feelings about this. Shall I, shan't I? But it is possible that the two of you could end up back together because you have the Two of Cups, and I feel there's a strong bond between you that is kind of hard to break. But there's a fear of being hurt again that's preventing you from really going for it at the moment. But as I say, you really do need to listen to those instincts, because I feel there's part of you holding back on this, Tiger Dragon, whilst there's another side of you wanting it. There's this part that's holding you back and saying, hang on a minute, is this really what I want? So what I want to say to you, Tiger Dragon, is don't rush into anything, my darling, okay? I feel in some way he's reaching out to you, but it's easy to forget why we break up in a relationship, isn't it? After a certain amount of time, we only remember the good parts, or the parts we want to remember. So you need to really sit and think about why you broke up in the first place, Tiger Dragon. And if this is something you could really reconcile. I hope that helps you, Tiger Dragon. Do let me know in the comments, darling, won't you? Cherry cola. Cherry cola. I like that. And I love cherry cola. Any messages about my love life? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I will try to come to you, Cherry Cola. I think you're new here. Do subscribe if you are, and please like the video because it helps the channel. And it's just a nice exchange. I noticed we have 22 people, but we've only got 11 likes. So maybe a few of you could pop on and give it a little like, if you can find a way to do that. Andrea, hello, my love. If I've missed anyone's name, please do accept my apologies. It's not, sometimes it's hard to keep up with the comments. Emma Jones. Okay, so Tiger Dragon, yes, it is a very deep bond. Thank you very much. I won't rush anything. No, this is very helpful again. You're very welcome, Tiger Dragon. Hopefully you can stay with us for a while this evening, my love. I love your energy, Tiger Dragon. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Emma, you're fine. Okay, that's good to hear, Tiger Dragon. Just take your time with things, my love. I feel that if you're not completely over what's happened before, and yes, one step at a time here. You should decide if this is what you truly want, because there is a risk, isn't there? What comes to mind for me, Tiger Dragon, what I feel I want to say to you is once bitten, twice shy. I hope you know what that means. That's a British saying, but hopefully you'll know what I mean. Okay, so I'm just going back to the comments now. Wendy Welch, my cat Lily is still sick, even though tests have come back clear. Could I have a card, please? Will she get better? Okay. Well, I don't actually read on health, Wendy. But what I will do is just draw a card and maybe do an angel card for her. Let's see how the tarot goes. Knight of Wands. Well, that's a very positive energy coming in. And it's a magical unicorn. I do love the unicorns, do you? So I feel as if they are sending positive, loving energy to your cat here. Okay. Had I pulled a different card, this is a good positive card to have with regard to anything to do with health, because it shows that things are moving forward. So hopefully that does relate to your cat improving. But as I said, I don't necessarily read on health, Wendy. Okay, but I'm going to draw an angel card for you, Wendy. harmony. Okay, I feel as if you need to find a space and some time in your life for some peace and harmony, my love. I feel as if you've had so much on your mind weighing you down. Let's draw you a card as well. The Wheel of Fortune. So you're about to get a dose of luck, good luck coming in for you. Something exciting is on its way, something that you don't expect. Okay, so expect the unexpected is what I want to say to you, Wendy. Okay, and I do feel you need this luck. It's about time. You know, I feel as if the wheel has been turning and it hasn't been up, it's been more down, if you know what I mean. And when the wheel's down, you know, things don't tend to go so well, but I feel as if it's now spinning in your favor, Wendy. So look out for a nice dose of luck, something unexpected coming your way, Wendy. Okay, I do feel, as I say, that it's long overdue. So say it could be a little surprise that's on its way, but something nice is happening for you, okay? And I also feel, Wendy, that you are being propelled in a new direction here, but things are going in your favour. So, you know, we do get lucky spells, don't we, during our life, lucky phases, and I feel that you're entering one right now in some respect, okay? That's for Wendy. Hello, Katie Barnes. Welcome, darling. So, IG19, really need some clarity, please. What can I expect with this connection with Kendrick, who's a Leo? Will he make an effort this month? Good question. I like the question. Okay, IG19, dear universe, please send your loving guidance for IG19. What do we need to know about this Leo, please? Will he make an effort? Oh, maybe not at the moment, IG19. I feel as if things are kind of in limbo. And you know, you're kind of getting mixed messages here. Things aren't simply not moving forward. It's like nothing is growing here. Let's take another card. The Wheel of Fortune. He may surprise you yet. The Emperor. He is someone who likes to take the lead, okay? So you're going to have to leave it in his hands. The Emperor, although is an Aries, you know, Aries and Leo are both fire signs and they're very similar in many respects. So, yeah, I feel as if you're going to need to leave it to him, to Kendrick. It's not something you could force or push. It's something that you're going to need to be very patient about. IG19. Okay. I'm not so sure if it will be this month though that he'll make a move, but it will be in his own time. Okay, but do be patient if you feel he's worth waiting for. Okay, let me know how you feel about that. So, Wolfie Riddy, that's a good question. I don't think we've had that question on here before. Can you please draw cards which will describe my personality? Because I really want to know about myself. Okay, let's have a look for you. So, dear universe, please tell us more about Wolfie Riddy. What do we need to know about Wolfie Riddy, and what does Wolfie Riddy need to know about herself? The moon. Okay, you've got the moon. Can you see? Alice here is falling down the rabbit hole. Okay, so what I want to say here, the moon card, it relates to someone who I feel you are someone who is very deep, very intuitive, very sensitive, someone who is kind of, I feel your moods go in cycles, Wolfie. And I also feel you're a bit of a night owl, a nighttime person. And it, with the moon card, there's a need for you to work on your insecurities and your anxieties. You have the strength card. There you are. You see, you are actually a very strong person. It's a number 8 as well, the strength card in the tarot. So, Wolfie, I feel as if you're someone who could do very well in life. You have a lot of potential, but you have a lot of doubts about yourself, a lot of insecurities, my love. And you need to work on those insecurities because you do, as I say, have incredible potential. So get past these fears you have about yourself. It's time to work on your self-esteem and believe in yourself. You have a lot more power than you realize. And that is for Wolfie. Would anyone else like a couple of cards to for themselves, or for their, to kind of let you know what you need to work on, give you a few sort of a bit of help with regard to how you should proceed, perhaps? Cards can relate to our personalities and etc. So if anyone would like that, Deborah Smith, yes, okay, let's do a couple for Deborah Smith. It's quite an interesting question that Wolfie put there. So so a couple of cards for Deborah Smith first of all. So please, dear universe, tell us about Deborah Smith. What does Deborah Smith need to know about her personality? Okay, Deborah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Deborah, the Wheel of Fortune, I feel, is coming in to say to you that there's a need for you to sometimes just trust fate, okay? Trust what's happening around you and be flexible, okay? Let's take another card and see how that progresses. 7 of Coins. Okay. 7 of Coins indicates that you are someone who plans ahead. You're someone who likes to be organized, likes to know where you stand, okay? But sometimes you've just got to take a chance on life, Deborah. That's what I feel with these 2 cards, okay? Whilst it's good to plan, sometimes we just have to be a little kind of impulsive or think outside the box or just go with our gut instincts, okay? So I do feel very strongly you need to follow that gut instinct of yours more than you do. But yeah, the 7 of Pentacles does indicate that you're someone who tends to like thinking ahead and planning for the long term. But as I say, this Wheel of Fortune is suggesting that sometimes, just sometimes, you need to step outside of that and say, hey, I'm going to take a chance today. I'm going to go with with what my heart is telling me and where that is leading me. We can't always know what's ahead of us. We just have to just give it a go, give it a shot, don't we? And that's what I feel is your cards are telling you there, Deborah, okay? So was there anyone else? So there's not a list. I can see someone asking if there was a list. Maybe I'll look into this list situation. But there's not a list at the moment. You just type in the comments and then I will come to who I feel drawn to this evening. I don't answer questions on health or legal issues, and that's due to ethics. I've never done that. So now, did anyone else, whilst I'm on this, want cards? Let's have a look at Deborah's comment there, reply rather. Oh, yes, that's me. Nick's picking up the keys for the wheels rolling, and it's the biggest move we've done in life, Lowell, just as his cards was pulled the other week. There you go. So sometimes you just got to go with the flow, Deborah, okay? You know, life is too short sometimes to plan everything, isn't it? You know? Okay, two paths. Let's have a look for you, my darling. Okay, so, dear universe, please send your guidance for two paths with regard to her personality. What does two paths need to know about herself? This is quite interesting, isn't it? I might do mine later, actually. Let's have a look. Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Wands. Wow. 2 pages you've got, two paths. Okay. Now, first of all, I'd love to know what star sign you are, by the way, two paths. First of all, the Page of Swords is indicating that you are someone who is very bright, very quick-witted. I feel very intelligent. I feel you have fantastic ideas. You're an ideas person, two paths. In fact, I feel sometimes you may be overflowing with ideas because you've not just got the Page of Swords, you've got the Page of Wands as well. Now, both of these cards are talking about inspiration, but the fact you've got the Page of Wands you've got the 2 here, both pages, indicates that you're someone who is just able to think on their feet, okay? And you're someone who should follow those ideas, two paths. Don't ever doubt yourself, because you've just got this wonderful ability to, I've been trying to think of the word, there is an expression, brainstorm. You're someone who can brainstorm ideas, okay? And you're someone who is an initiator, someone who is quite bold and will speak up and say what they want as well. You've got this Page of Swords. Now, I will say, as a proviso here, that there may be a need sometimes, two paths. Please don't take this wrong. I'm only going to tell you what I'm feeling, what I'm reading. Sometimes there may be a need to think about things before you say them, and that's the most tactful way I can put it. You know, because you're honest, you're a very honest person. But sometimes, you know, perhaps that could get you in trouble. Let me know how you feel about that, two paths. That's what I feel for two paths. Okay. You're Taurus. I think you said that before. Yeah. Two paths. Lol, true. I get myself into trouble. Very true. I really follow them through. No, definitely follow them through. Definitely. You know, I feel you're full of great ideas and quite someone who is quite inspiring. But as I say, with regard to how you communicate, sometimes there's a need to just count to 10. That's how I feel. Emma Jones, who is clearly very in love with Tim, would like to know if Tim will fall for her. No, sometimes people don't want honesty, but I think yeah, it's true. It's knowing the person that we're talking to, isn't it? I think I'm known as an honest speaker, but I've kind of I suppose over the years I've developed ways of being tactful. I mean, I'm an Aries, so you know, we say what we feel. We are who we are. But tact is something I've learned along the way. Okay, so this is for the lovely Emma, who is clearly in love with Tim, as I said, and wants to know if Tim will fall in love with her. Let's have a look for you, Emma. I feel your anguish, my love. 7 of Cups. There's a few options going on here. Let's have a look at this beautiful Alice tarot. You can see all these lovely flowers in there, you know, so lovely. Temperance, Six of Swords. Okay, I'm going to say that Tim is, I feel, someone who at the moment has things going on in his life, and I feel that you need, don't how can I say this to you, Emma? Right now, I say stay grounded in your expectations, okay? It's not to say that in the future things couldn't change, but right now I feel as if you need to sort of take things very slowly. Don't get too attached emotionally, because at the moment Tim is not going to come forward quite yet, I don't feel, okay? And yeah, I hope that's helped you, Emma. I'm just feeling that it's perhaps not happening at this moment in time. So was there anyone else there that wanted cards about their personality? I think it was Katie Barnes. Let's do a couple for you, my love. So this is for Katie Barnes. Dear universe, please send your guidance for Katie Barnes. What does Katie need to know about her personality? Oh, okay, Eight of Swords. I feel as if you're someone who gets anxious, Katie. I feel as if you're someone who puts limitations on yourself, and there's a need to get rid of or work on those fears that you are carrying deep inside you, because they're stopping you from living the life that you really want to live. Can you see here, Alice is you know, she's eaten her cakes and she's grown enormous, and she's kind of stuck now and trapped. And this is what I feel, sometimes you keep yourself stuck, and that there's a need to break free of those limitations that I feel you put on yourself. You've got the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins relates to earth signs, and earth signs tend to do very well in life. They're very focused. So I feel you're very focused. Do let me know what star sign you are, Katie. I feel you're a very focused person, and you have a lot of talent and ability. You could go really far. So why on earth are you holding yourself back, Katie? It's time for you to release those fears and start believing in yourself, because honestly, you could go really, really far, Katie. You have such potential, and you have the tenacity, and you have the patience and the dedication that's required to really get somewhere in life. So, you know, let go of these fears and these negative thought patterns that I feel you hold on to at times. You convince yourself of certain scenarios and put yourself off of doing things. But I feel you need to sort of step forward and take a deep breath and say, I'm just going to do it. You know, I'm going to believe in myself and go after your dreams, Katie. Let me know how you feel about that, my love. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you. It was lovely to meet you both and read for you both, by the way, Deborah Smith and Nick. Nick is Deborah's husband. Nina, hello, my love. And by the way, for anyone who does need a private reading, you can order one through my link in the description at sarahstarot.co.uk. I read via telephone, Skype, video, audio. So depending on where you are in the world and what your preference is. I obviously also read one-to-one, but that is for local people, really. So, Lily, one card for my job. Will my boss be nice with me? Let's have a look for you, my love. So, welcome. It is Lily, isn't it? I hope everyone on here this evening has subscribed to the channel, because then you'll be notified of when I'm next live. This is for Lily. One card for Lily, please. Will Lily's boss be nice? The universe, please send your guidance to Lily. Yes. Wow. Look at this. The star card. There's such a positive sign from the universe that things are going to be fine, Lily. Okay. So, yeah, it will be fine, my love. Your boss will be nice. I do feel as if you've been stressing a lot recently, Lily. That's what I pick up with you. But the star card is letting you know that the universe has your back here. They're looking after you. So, Shabana S. Welcome, my love. May I know what RS feels towards me? Let's have a look for you. Okay, dear universe. What does RS feel towards Shabana, please? What does Shabana need to know about RS? Let's have a look for you. 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Actually, I get a good vibe here, Shabana. I feel as if RS really likes you, okay? Are you in a relationship? Because I feel there's potential for one between the two of you. You got the 9 of Cups. So there's a lot of good feelings between you both, okay? And this person, I feel we've got the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands is wishing for some kind of beginning, the start of something. There's potential. There's real potential there. So, yeah, is that what you would like? RS is the person we were reading about. Shabana, is that what you would like? Because I feel as if RS would quite like to be with you. Yeah. So Sarah out again. Please, Sarah, I want to know how he feels and what he's thinking. We are not talking 3 days now. I really need a reading. Of course, Sarah, you can always order a reading as well. And we can look at this in a much deeper way, on a deeper level. But let's look for you now. A little look for you, Sarah. What does Sarah need to know, please? How does he feel about her? Page of Coins, Page of Swords. We're getting a lot of pages this evening. And Strength. Okay. I feel the Page of Swords has come in with regard to the communications around the two of you. Now, he is being a little stubborn at the moment. He's thinking things through. Page of Pentacles is being very practical. And he's basically he's in this sort of decision stage right now. I feel it's like a cooling off period. And I feel he needs this time in order to decide where he's going with this, okay? And I also feel the Strength card is coming in to ask you to be strong, my love. Let's draw you an Angel card, but because I'm picking up a lot of anxiety around you. Romance, that's a good card to have. So the romance hasn't died, He still has feelings for you. Let's take one more. Nature, I feel you need to get out into nature here. And, you know, Sarah, breathe the fresh air. You know, it's like you're isolated a lot at the moment, but I'm being told you need to get out into nature and out of your comfort zone a little bit. You've wrapped yourself up in a bit of a comfort zone, but allow him this space because he needs it. You know, let him make this decision. Let him come to a decision. Okay. I feel as if let's see if I can find your question. Where are you, Sarah? I feel as if there's been some cross words between you, or some tense communication, and it's kind of a bit of a healing period you're going through here. So he needs to come to his own decision. So I've just noticed someone who is called Music for the Vibe. Love that name. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first evening, which I think it is, it's I'm live on a Monday and a Friday evening. I also do weekly tarot readings, which are uploaded Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, and Thursday morning. That's UK time, GMT, around about 7 a.m. Do look out for those. For those of you who have just joined me this evening, and please subscribe, you know, to the channel and hit the bell. Then you'll be notified of when I come on live, because at some point I will be coming on live more often. I will increase the time I'm on live because I do love it, and I'm feeling that our community is growing a lot, you know. It's wonderful being able to read for people like this, and thank you, YouTube, for allowing this to happen. So yeah. So you've not pulled one major arcana card, Robert. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So to me, that tells me, Robert, that there's a lot of sort of things going on in the background of your life. If you see what I mean, Robert, there's nothing major as such, but there are things that you need to think about, or perhaps need to change in your life, Robert. Katie Spencer, welcome, my love. And you're from the UK. That's good. So am I. It is lovely though to be able to link up with everyone from around the world like this. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's what I feel, Robert. I feel as if, you know, there's just things that you need to sort of take care of. You know, like the smaller details. When we're looking at the major arcana, we're looking at the big picture, you know. But there's a lot of little things going on around that big picture, and that's what they're trying to draw your attention to, Robert. Okay. You know, so for example, if you were getting the 7 of Cups a lot, then you know, you're being told here or urged here to really look at your options before you make that major decision, you know, or make that agreement or whatever it is that's going on around you. Before you start something new, have you tied up all your loose ends? I feel that they're kind of coming in with that for you, Robert. Thank you, Sammy. And you're a lovely, generous soul as well, Sammy Merrick. And I didn't realise you were on here this evening. So good evening, Sammy. Malapau, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I do hope you've subscribed as well, my love. Eva Wade, good evening. I'm glad to hear it, Robert. You know, remember the minor arcana, Robert, are linked to the way we go about things. So there's a message there for you. And then letting you know that there's certain things, you know, certain ways and methods that you need to follow. Sarah Drinkwater, of course, my love. Just type your question in the comments, Sarah Drinkwater. Shabana, I did answer your question earlier about RS. I don't know if you've missed it. I see, Robert. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. The tarot always tells us what we want, what we need to hear, rather than what we want to hear, doesn't it? You know. For those of you who know the tarot, I'm sure you'll agree with me. You know, we can keep repeating that question in all sorts of ways, a variety of ways, but it will still, the cards will still come back and say, no, this is what I want you to know right now, okay? And then we'll get on to that. So, yeah. Thank you, Tiger Dragon. I love how you remind people to put the likes on. And it's great when we get, you know, if you can give the video a like, it's like an energy exchange between us. That's right, Robert. That's what makes it so special. Okay, Katie Spencer, your question. Now, I wouldn't like to answer that live, I'm afraid, darling. So if you can rephrase your question, I hope you know what I mean. So let's go for you, Fiery Beacon. Okay, would it be in my best financial interest to purchase facial spa machines? Okay. Oh, that flew out for you, my love. 4 of Swords, the Chariot, 10 of Coins. Now, I'm not going to say to you, Fiery Beacon, whether it would be in your best financial interest, because that is a decision you would need to make yourself. But what I will tell you is that 10 of Coins is all about investment, okay? And it's about security as well. The Chariot card, I feel, is a card that indicates moving forward with something. So it does look to me as if you're likely to invest in this machine. 4 of Swords is indicating that right now you need to take a step back and do a bit of thinking. Make sure it is something you truly want to invest in. But as I say, it must be your decision. All I can see here for you is that it does look like it's very possible you will make an investment in this machine. It's very possible, but of course this must be your decision, my love. And thank you, Victoria C. Welcome, my love. Thank you for subscribing. So lovely to have all these new people on this evening. And if anyone can share this video, please, I would really appreciate it. If you could share it to Facebook or somewhere like that, it would really, really mean a lot to me and would be a great energy exchange between us. So I'm going to go to you, Victoria C. You would like to know what's coming towards you in love for the rest of this month. And I am live again on Monday evening as well. For those of you who I've been unable to read for. Knight of Swords. This is for Victoria C. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. This was a Swords, wasn't it? Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. 9 of Swords. Okay. Okay. I feel what I want to say to you, first of all, Victoria, is that there's a need for you to get out of your head. There's something you're analysing. It's going round and round and round, and you're going, you know, there's a lot of pressure here, I feel, and concern that you have toward your love life for some reason. And I feel as if you need to just relax and go with the flow. You've got the Nine of Swords here, the Queen of Swords. There's someone around you that is very honest with you about your love life, you know. They may have a bit of a negative spin on things sometimes, but they are very honest. And it may be that you need to listen to them. You've got the Knight of Swords here. This could be someone who's charging in with an offer of some sort in terms of love. And that is for Victoria. Cookies yum. Welcome, welcome, my love. Yes, all swords. There's a lot of mental activity going on there. But there could be someone coming towards her as well, Robert, there with the Knight of Swords. With an offer of some sort. And that offer could be coming out of the blue within the next month or so. So is something off, Katie Spencer? Okay. All right. Yeah, I can go for that. I just wouldn't like to answer that particular question on live. You know what I mean? Because we don't have the person in the audience or in the chat. So, okay. So this is for Katie Spencer, who feels there's something off. Is this with your partner, Katie? Let me know in the comments. Yeah. I do like to be ethical with regard to tarot. You know, we have to, as tarot readers, I'm sure my fellow tarot readers would agree, we have to be responsible. There's just different ways of putting questions that makes a huge difference. Ace of Cups, this is for Katie Spencer, who feels there's something off. Ace of Cups. Okay. The High Priestess. Six of Swords. I feel there's kind of there is a sort of detachment at the moment between you. You've got this Six of Swords, so it's like he's detached from you. Perhaps I'm getting a cold feeling in my body as I look at these cards. So I just feel there is this distance between you, not just in a literal sense, but you know, in a sort of emotional sense. And this is what you're picking up here with this High Priestess. Look at this wonderful High Priestess. For you tarot lovers out there, look at this beautiful Alice, you know, here at the Looking Glass, I suppose. Now, for Katie, there's a need for you to trust your intuition, darling. The High Priestess is all about intuition. It's all about being, you know, in tune with what your heart is telling you. So there's a need for you to tap into that. Don't dismiss what you're feeling. That's what I will say. And there is this kind of detachment that you're experiencing. Ace of Cups. Okay, we're talking about a love situation here. But yeah, don't dismiss what your heart is telling you. Okay, I can kind of understand why you're feeling there's something off. I feel you need to really be honest with this person, you know. If it continues for a few days, then do lay your cards on the table. Follow your gut instinct, my love. They are, Deborah, aren't they? They're so nice. But whilst you're on here, would anyone like me at some point to do a walkthrough of the Alice Tarot? Because it is a lovely deck. My door is banging away from the wind. The Real Sunshine, I love that name. Welcome. Yes, don't dismiss what you feel, because, you know, I have to say, I do feel there is, I agree with you, there is something that's not quite right, but there's a need for you to be open and with your feelings, you know. Yeah. Very welcome, Katie. see. You bought a house. Yeah. Either way, you finally caught alive. That's good. That's really good. Do you have a question, Eva? Let's go back up. A little drop of this. Oh, that's lovely. I don't often drink Diet Coke, but it's my little guilty pleasure now and again. Music for the vibe. Can I have a career reading, please? Okay. Music for the vibe is just. Do you have a music channel? Is that why you're called that, or is that just a name that you like, that you've chosen? No, your intuition is telling you something at the moment, Katie, and I would really tap into it. And that's about as much as I can say on the matter without, it's a tricky one. Page of Swords. Okay, so this was for Music for the Vibe, wasn't it? That's just a name you like. I do like that name, Music for the Vibe. Very clever spin on that. Clever play on words there, Music for the Vibe. Let's find your question, my love. Page of Swords. Four of Cups. Page of Cups. Okay. I feel you're a very passionate person. I feel you're a very creative person and someone who would do well in a creative field. Music for the Vibe. Now, you have a lot of ideas. You've got the Page of Swords. You're someone who is quick thinking and someone who I feel has real potential. But the Four of Cups does tell me that you're not how can I say, you're not grabbing your opportunities. There's opportunities out there and you're kind of not seeing them, Music for the Vibe. So there's a need to open your eyes now and really see what's in front of you. And, I feel there's something in particular that you're not seeing with regard to career. You really need to think outside the box as well a bit. But the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups is telling me that, you do have this incredible, how can I say, you're able to be very creative, but in quite a sort of genius way, I feel. So, yeah, there's a need for you to think outside the box here, but there's something you're not quite seeing. You're not grabbing those opportunities in the way you should. And that's with regard to Music on the Vibe. Let me know how you feel about that. Okay. Just going back up now, looking at the comments. Say flyby. Swan Love, are you in the house? I think you might be. I've just noticed Barbara saying hello. Welcome, Swan Love. LA Land, welcome. What should I choose in love? The new one or the old one? Wow, what a question. Please, scary not to choose wrong. Just seeing your question, Barbara. That's an interesting question, a big question. Okay, I'll take a look at that in a moment, Barbara, for you. LA. Ace of Wands. This is for the new one, the old one. Now, I don't make decisions for people, but what I do is tell you what the cards are suggesting, okay? And LA Land wants to know whether they should choose the old love or the new love. Now, I drew a card for the new love, and you got the Ace of Wands. Very, very positive. I drew a card for the old love, and you got the Seven of Swords. He looks a bit iffy, doesn't he? He looks a bit dodgy. It's not a good card to have with regard to your question. So let's put it this way. The new love looks good. Okay, looks very good. But it must be your decision, LA. I hope that's helped you. But you know, the old love, the card for the old love was quite a negative energy. So, but it must be your decision. Let's go back up to Barbara. Let's find your lovely question, Barbara. Okay, so Barbara would like to know whether she should run a spiritual church. Now, Barbara, let me know, do you mean a spiritual church as in a spiritualist church? Is that what you're talking about? I'm assuming you are. That you're thinking of becoming a priest or something. But I'm assuming you're talking about, or you're referring to, a spiritualist church and spiritualism. Please let me know if that's the case. Barbara, hope you're there. Is that a spiritualist church that you're referring to? So this is for Barbara Halliday. Dear universe, please send your loving guidance for Barbara, please. Should she run a spiritualist church? Ace of Cups. What a beautiful card for you to have. How is this depicted? Okay, we've got Alice here, who is tempted to drink from the bottle. If I recall, she grows very small after this. Not quite sure why they've used that in this particular card. I suppose because she really enjoys what she's drinking, maybe. But okay, thanks, Barbara. Ace of Cups. This is something that you would absolutely love with a passion. Okay, so first and foremost, it's in terms of whether it's something that would suit you. Absolutely. Four of Wands. It's looking good. The Four of Wands is a card that talks about planning. It talks about building foundations. I feel you are sort of, in a way, mentally you've built those foundations anyway, and I feel you're at a point in your life now where you've sort of been working towards this in a way, Barbara, haven't you? King of Swords. Okay, you'd need help, and it could come from this King of Swords. All right, now do feel that financially this could be a tough one. So you'd need some investment. All right, let's cut the cards. Eight of Wands. This could do very well. It's certainly something that would be an absolute passion of yours if you were to get into it. I feel you need to get some good advice with regard to finances here, but certainly in terms of whether it would be a good thing for you to do, absolutely, you'd kind of, it would be a natural setting for you. And I do feel I'm just getting this feeling that you've already sort of, it's something you've been working towards in certain ways, if you know what I mean. And it's like the next stage of your journey, Barbara. Okay. Because I do feel a real spirituality with you, Barbara, and that you have a lot of love and psychic gifts to give to the world as well. I feel, yeah, very well suited to something like this. And it's such a shame I don't live in Scotland. I could come along and help you. But yeah, it definitely deserves some more thinking. You've got and planning. You've got the 4 of Wands, so it could be that you do take this a step further, actually. But yeah, and either way, it's telling you to go for it. I'd love to do it. I was talking to a friend tonight about it. Yeah, that's right. And I feel as if this is something that you could achieve, but you do need to, I feel, get some advice with regard to the financial side of things. You've got this King of Swords, so this could be the person that comes in with that advice. Okay. Deborah Smith is saying you'll do well. Okay, so the real sunshine, what blessing happening for me this month, please? Okay, let's have a look for you. This is for the real sunshine. Card flying out for you, my love. 9 of Coins. Wonderful card. Can you see Alice here? What has she got there? I think she's got some. Oh, she's got some wool. She's sitting there knitting, okay, and she's crafting. You know, she's really enjoying herself. This is to do with, and this was for the real sunshine. This is your blessing for the month ahead, real sunshine. Okay, There's gonna. It's a month where you need to sort of take a rest, focus on the things you love, the things you enjoy. I feel as if the universe are sending you rewards this month. Okay, nice things are coming in for you. The 9 of Pentacles is all about kind of basking in your glory in a way. You know, I feel as if you have worked very hard and that it's your turn now. It's your turn for some enjoyment. Okay, so you know, think about what makes you happy and do those things this month, the real sunshine. I feel you need some of that and that you deserve some of that, my love. Sammy's all for it as well. So my Mojo 74, thank you for joining me, my love. I hope you have subscribed. And I hope everyone has managed to or been able to like the video this evening as well. We do have 20 likes. It'd be nice to at least end on 21. It's a nice number, isn't it? Okay, so this is from my Mojo 74. What do the cards say I should do about my friend? Do I stay or walk away? Ace of Wands again. High Priestess. Oh, we're getting a repetitive 3 of Swords. I feel you've got to follow your instincts on this, my love. My Mojo 74. It may be you need a fresh start somewhere else. You have to make this decision, of course, yourself, but I feel it might be time to make a new start at some point soon, my Mojo 74. Because there appears to be a sense of sadness. I feel you've been quite hurt, and I'm not sure if this situation is doing you good. I see, Barbara. Yeah. Follow your feelings on this, Barbara. It's certainly something it has potential. I feel, but I do feel you need to get some. This is it's like the foundation stage of this. It could take a little while to get off the ground, but I feel you've got that determination. It's something you would do well with, given the chance. Let's put it that way. SMJ, will V contact me? Let's have a look for you, my love. That's right, Tiger Dragon. When there is pain, there are lessons always. I completely agree with you. You know, we wouldn't grow and evolve if we didn't experience pain, you know. It's part of our soul journey here, sadly. But, you know, we wouldn't be who we are, would we? And we wouldn't understand another's pain unless we'd experienced it ourselves. It's something we all have to go through at times. And I think what we have to do as human beings is help each other and make it a bit easier for each other whenever we can. And now I've got off the... I've pulled away from who I was reading for. Because of Tiger Dragon's really heartfelt comment. I do feel you've got very deep emotions, Tiger Dragon. And Robert's agreeing with you. You are an old soul, Tiger Dragon, that is for sure. So Sammy Merrick, yeah, give it a try, Sammy Merrick. You know, Spiritualist Church. I used to go to them as I grew up. My parents were always attending them on a Sunday, if I recall. So I grew up going to Spiritualist Church. I've heard that some of them are nice places. You can get a few cliquey people, but I feel that's with anything that you attend. It is what you make of it at the end of the day. But if you find a nice one locally, Sammy, it could be something that you would really enjoy. You know, they make you a cup of tea and they put the biscuits out, and it's rather nice, actually, in many ways. Cookies, yum. Not sure what your question was, my love. SMJ, thank you. SMJ, let's go back and find your question for you. Will V contact me? Okay, so this is for SMJ. SMJ would like to know. Oh, flew out for you, my love. 10 of Cups. Let's take another couple. King of Swords. It's highly likely that V will contact you. Especially with the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there could be an offer coming in here. An open-hearted offer. It's very possible. Very possible, my love. Cherry Cola. Hi, Sarah. What's up next in love for me? Okay. Cards all over the place this evening. Before I go, would anyone like a charm from my Alice Charms? Would anyone like a little charm? So this is for Cherry Cola. Knight of Wands. Lots of passion, Cherry Cola. I've got the Knight of Wands, the Tower. Oh, 7 of Swords. Okay, whoever it is that's around you in the future, do make sure that they are who they say they are. And I don't mean to worry you, and I don't mean that you need to be worried. What I mean is, this Knight of Wands could be a bit of a Jack the Lad. That's the best way. Someone who's got the gift of the gab. So, some people like to impress us with their words and make out they are something when they're not. So that's for you, Cherry Cola. Let's. What should you do about it? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay, this relates to fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. Don't stand any nonsense, Cherry Cola. Okay. Take control of your love life and be assertive. Don't stand any nonsense from anyone. Very welcome, Barbara. Thank you for all your help. So, Nina, you said yes, please. Was that to do with a charm? I'm going to draw you a charm anyway. I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. So this is for Nina. Lovely Nina. Let's have a look. What charm? Oh, wow. You've got the little dream card, charm. Oops. Can you see that there, Nina? Dream. Okay. So follow your dreams, Nina. That's what the Alice charms are telling you here. Follow your dreams. Okay. I feel as if you've been knocked back in the past and made to feel as if you can't do things, but you can. All right. So they want you to know that your dreams and your wishes and your hopes and your aspirations, they can come true, my darling. And, expect miracles in your life. When we expect miracles, they do happen. I am a firm believer in the power of positive thinking. And we can make our dreams come true, okay? So that's for you, Nina. Would anybody else like a charm? Pisces Star, welcome. Ryan H, welcome. Ryan H, I have to say, I absolutely love your picture of the Spurs emblem there. A fellow Spurs supporter. You are very welcome here. Cookies Yum and Ryan H. Yeah, love Spurs since I was a little girl. All my family. We're doing incredibly well now, aren't we, Ryan? Okay, so who is this for? Who is this for? I think this was from My Mojo, was it? Or was it Cookies Yum? Cookies Yum. Yeah, Cookies Yum is for you, my love. Okay, let's get you a charm. What have we got here? Oh, we've got the rabbit, the white rabbit. I'm not so sure if you can you see that now? Like that's in focus. So you've got a little white rabbit, Cookies Yum. Okay. And the white rabbit, rabbits relate to fertility. They relate to creativity. And they're also, if you think about the rabbit, they're quite timid, they're quite shy. So this charm is coming out to ask you to work on these anxious feelings that you may have from time to time. The universe are helping you to overcome any shyness that you may feel as well. Cookies Yum. Okay. And I feel as if there's something that you need to work on. There's a creative project coming up for you, and that is why the little rabbit has stepped out. Okay. And I also feel, because we're relating this now to the Alice in Wonderland theme, the white rabbit is someone who rushes about from project to project, from place to place. So there may be a need for you to just slow down a little bit, take a deep breath. That's for Cookies Yum. perhaps, you know, slowing down will help your anxiety as well in turn. So I've got to go to Ryan H, who's a fellow Spurs supporter. Ryan, you've got the Alice charm, actually, Alice in Wonderland, okay. And Alice herself in the story is basically a character. Let's keep this charm out. Is a character, Ryan, who, I don't know if you're familiar with the Alice in Wonderland story, but, you know, she's a character who is, you know, the writer basically was focusing on transitions from childhood to adolescence to adulthood. So I feel here, Ryan, that you are going through a transition yourself at the moment, and that there are certain things going on around you. I feel you've had a few hard lessons recently, but that this charm is letting you know it's all part of your journey here, okay, and that you are growing as a person. I feel you're very much growing as a person in many respects, okay. So just be patient with things right now. That's what I want to tell you, Ryan. Be patient, because whatever difficulties you're experiencing now, it's just part of this sort of it's leading you towards the next stage of your journey. You're very welcome, Nina. A charm for Nick, of course. You're going to laugh, Nick. I'm sure you must know a little bit about the Alice in Wonderland film. Can you see this? Let's have a look if you can see it. Oh my goodness, it's so small. Let me see. I've got a little bit of right. Oh, this is impossible to show you. But it's a hat. Take my word for it. It's the Mad Hatter's hat. I'm not sure if you can see it, my love, Nick. Okay, that's why I said you're going to laugh. It's the Mad Hatter's hat. You know, the Mad Hatter. I feel, you know, Lewis Carroll, who wrote Alice in Wonderland, you know, at the time, hatters who made hats, top hats, etc., they used something called mercury a lot, chemical, and it used to send a lot of them mad. So it makes a lot of sense that he's brought that in. Now, when the hat comes out, you know, hats relate to our image, our image as a person and the roles that we play in life, okay? So I feel there's a message here for you, Nick, to examine those roles and think about whether you need to kind of change your hat, change your style. You know, are you projecting a true image of yourself? You know, are you standing up and being counted? That's what I feel I want to say to you, Nick, okay? So, you know, sometimes we need to put on a new hat, don't we? A new hat and hold our head up and be who we truly are. Okay. May do one in the future. Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Robert. You're welcome, Nick. Yeah, and loads of love to you, Cookies Yum. Tiger Dragon. My Mojo 74. Let's get a charm for you. Okay, you've got the playing cards. Can you see that? Little playing cards. I think you can see that one. So this is for My Mojo 74. Okay, now there's a few things that spring to mind here. Okay, but the playing cards are actually symbolically, they do relate to they're another thing that relates to our transitions in life and phases in life. So I feel as if you're about to enter a new phase, my Mojo 74, a new phase of your life, a new chapter. I feel a door is closing and a new one is opening. And I feel you're ready now for something new in your life. That is for my Mojo. And let's draw one for Tiger Dragon. Tiger Dragon. Okay, Tiger Dragon, can you see that? You've got the little flamingo, which appears in Alice in Wonderland. In fact, she uses the flamingo for croquet, strangely enough. But, I mean, it was written many, many years ago, I think 1870 or something like that, around that time. So, Tiger Dragon, you've got the flamingo, and flamingos, they balance on one leg, don't they? Okay. And it's like that's what you're doing recently. That's what it's almost like you've been doing that recently. Shall I say, struggling to balance. Okay. And I want to say to you, okay, give yourself some love. You know, flamingos have got this beautiful pink colour, haven't they? And I feel that with you. I feel that connects with you on a real soul level, Tiger Dragon. But I want to say to you, give that love to yourself, you know, in the way you give it to others, okay, and bring the balance back in your life, okay, with regard to, you know, giving and receiving. I feel as if you need to receive more, you know, you're such a giver. And that's for Tiger Dragon. And now for the lovely Barbara Halliday. Barbara, you've got the Mad Hatter's hat as well, my love, okay, and you know, as I said to Nick, this is about you. Sort of, I feel for you, this is more about a new role that you are ready to play. This could very well connect with this spiritualist church you've been thinking of, okay? It's time for you to wear a new hat, Barbara, okay? In other words, take on a new role in life. I feel as if you have this new purpose waiting for you in the wings. Okay, so it's time to don a new hat. I hope that makes sense to you, Barbara, but I do feel as if it's connected to this sort of time for a new role in your life. Very welcome, Cookies. Thank you, Nick. Okay, so I'm going to say good night and thank you so much for joining me. I will be back again Monday evening around 8:30. Please look out for my video tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. GMT, and that will give you your guidance for the week ahead. But thank you everyone for joining me this evening. It's been wonderful as always, and have a great weekend. I will say goodbye. Bye for now. Good night, everyone. And thank you to those who have helped in the chat as well. Night, night.